Hello, everybody. So I'm going to record this Zoom meeting because it's a pretty popular topic. And I thought for anybody that couldn't join live, I can share this, keep it in my archives, maybe throw it on YouTube to, share the wealth of information. And then you guys will have something that you can share with people rather than just doing it live and only the attendees get to see it. So tonight's class is going to be brief. That is the point of it. I like to sometimes give you guys something that's a little bit more concise, okay? We are talking about our KidScents line. So Young Living specifically formulated and developed an entire line of products and essential oils that are specifically designed for use with kids. Now, we do have an entire line for use with like the little ones, the infants. It's called our Seedlings line. But when I had my daughter 3 years ago, Seedlings wasn't out yet. So Seedlings is only a couple years old. And when Seedlings wasn't out, we only had the KidScents line. So I am here to tell you that from my personal experience and my personal story, I use these oils and products on my daughter from very, very little, like from when she was born with no problem whatsoever. Okay, so we do have a line specifically for infants that has our diaper rash cream and our lotion, etc. That's really, really super awesome. But, and I totally encourage that. But I want you to understand that, yes, this is for kids, but these, especially the essential oils that I go over, the biggest thing about them, other than them being blended up so beautifully for children, is the fact that they are pre-diluted and ready to use right out of the bottle. No carrier oil or anything like that. Even safest on the gentlest of skin. So I use these with Allie from when she was first born with my 3-year-old daughter. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay, I'm going to share my screen because I have a small presentation. Sometimes it just makes it easier if you guys have like some slides to follow along with. So that's how I'm going to do it. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, so let's get started. So again, we are pre-diluted and ready to use for kids with the KidScents essential oils. We have 5 different essential oils. And okay, so the first one we're going to start with is Owie. Just give me 1 second. I just want to fix this screen share so that I can make sure everybody can see it. Perfect. So the first blend that we're going to talk about is called Owie. So Owie, that's the other cool thing with the KidScents oils is they're pretty self-explanatory, right? So Owie is going to be for anything that your kid says ouch to. So as you can see on the slide, it does improve the appearance of your child's skin. That's a fancy way of saying that you can use it on like blemishes and bruises and cuts and scrapes and stuff. Soothes irritation when it's applied. It also can ease emotional hurt and stress. I actually never realized that until I would say maybe like 6 or 8 months ago. And my daughter had something going on. And she, in the meantime, had hurt herself with something. We were in like a stressful situation, and it was kind of like a classic, like almost like a movie scene where she like stubbed her toe during us like in an emotional stressful situation. And so I had thrown Owie on her toe, like kind of haphazardly, just because I was like, oh, I don't want it to bruise or anything. And she immediately started to calm down. And the oils work like that. Like pretty much all the oils, if you use them with intention, if your intention is to like ground yourself and calm down, that will work. If your intention is to like get some energy, that will work. So they're really cool like that with their own intelligence. And it's definitely a must-have for on the go. So a cool tip, if you don't know, is most of the essential oil labels peel back and it actually tells you over here what's in them. So for example, in Owie, we have a balsam, which is one of the tree oils, tea tree, helichrysum, elemi, cistus, hinoki, clove. There's a lot of really amazing oils in here. I didn't read all of them, but I love to pop a roller bottle on top of Owie. That's my favorite way to use it. I pop a roller bottle right on top of it. I also love the way it smells. And I just roll it on whatever's going on. I do that for pretty much all the KidScents oils. I usually have a roller top and then a regular one. Because like if something bigger is going on, I might like put a couple of drops on her skin or something like that. But I kind of like to have roller tops on the KidScents oils also. It empowers our kids to take care of themselves a little bit, right? So if this has a roller top on it, obviously it depends on how old your kids are. But for my daughter can open the roller top. I don't screw it on too tight on purpose and roll it on whatever going on. And she knows how to use it. So it empowers her to take her own health into her own hands. Okay. So that's the first oil. Great for like any types of cuts and scrapes. Another great thing I love about Owie is if there's anything going on and you're like not 100% sure, right? So for example, I think it was 2 summers ago, we were at a friend's house. My daughter was just starting to walk. She was running around and all of a sudden, like, she started crying, grabbing her foot. Wasn't super verbal yet because she was so young. So she's grabbing her foot and whatnot, and she's kind of crying, and she won't walk now. She won't put weight on it. I'm trying to like distract her. She won't put weight on it. I have no idea what happened. I didn't see her fall. I didn't see her hurt her foot. I don't know what happened. I immediately took out Owie. I put it all over, like over her foot, all like up around her ankle, on her toes. I put a little Copaiba on top of it. I waited a few minutes and it went away. I don't know. I don't know if she maybe just twisted it. You know how sometimes we like twist something and it hurts for like a minute or two and then like it eases up and we're fine. Could have been something like that. I have no idea. But what I do know is that I had some tools that I knew wouldn't negatively affect her. And that's the biggest difference when you're working with natural things and using like food and oils and all this kind of stuff as like a medicinal property sometimes in your life, is you don't necessarily have to worry about a negative effect. Like I knew nothing negative would happen from putting this on her foot, so I put it on there to see what would happen, and it worked perfectly. So I love that I have that support, especially when kids can't really describe what's going on. Even now it happens with her. You know, even now sometimes she'll say something bothers her. I mean, they are kids, but they're just baby little humans, right? So like if Allie wakes up and says something's bothering her, like she could have slept wrong and bothered her neck. It can happen just like it happens to us. So I love that I have tools that I don't have to worry about any kind of negative effect. It's very soothing. We apply it topically all the time. So that's the first one we're going to talk about. Okay. Next one is Sniffles. Sniffles is near and dear to my heart because I love the smell of it. And as you guys know, an aroma of something brings back a lot of memories, right? So I used this on Allie. I don't even know how old she was. I want to say she was somewhere around 13 months old. Oh God, it smells so good. I think she was around 13 months old because I remember we were out of town. We were in Texas on a trip and she got, I don't know, maybe it was like seasonal, like change in where we were. Like maybe she was affected by that, but she got like this, like a congestion, like a little common cold kind of a thing. And I had this with me, of course, and I hadn't really used it a ton prior to this point. Again, she was only 13 months old at that point. And I used this the whole trip. And I probably went through the whole bottle because, again, I've been using these oils for over 9 years now. By the time when I had Allie, I was using them for, 5, 6, 7 years already. So I'm very comfortable with them. I'm not afraid to use them. And it worked so beautifully. It worked so beautifully to clear her. It was very refreshing applied to her chest. It was really awesome. I had a roller bottle on it, just like I was explaining before, and it has 14 different oils. And a cool tip that I want to give you guys is to remember that when Gary Young formulated these oils and all of the people that Gary taught that now formulate the new things that are coming out, they formulate them and blend them in a very specific way. So if we took all 14 oils that are in Sniffles and we blended them together, they would not necessarily come out the same way or necessarily have the same effect. They are blended very specifically. Sometimes something has to cool before we add more to it. Sometimes another oil has to heat up or you have to let it sit. Like blends don't just, it's not like he just drops a couple different things in there and that comes the bottle of Sniffles. Like they're very scientifically blended together. So that to me is like really special. But anyway, this smell reminds me of that amazing vacation we went on. It reminds me of Allie's smile. It reminds me of her being very uplifted, very rejuvenated. Like it gave her life back. Like we got off the plane and I was like, what happened? Like it was late at night and I was like, what happened to my like chipper, like happy-go-lucky kid? Like she was just like, ugh. Like, when you like have that like whole facial like congestion and stuff like that. And it was like like life came back into her face. And so I love this, and we still use it. One of my favorites to diffuse. I think it smells incredible. You know, everybody's nose smells things differently, but I think it smells awesome. And we use this a lot, very, very frequently. It's very rejuvenating, like I said, a refreshing blend. It's formulated just for kids. And like I said, again, roller top, easy. You apply it here. Bottom of the feet is perfect, especially when they're really little. Like if you're using this on a little baby and you think they need some support with their breathing or congestion or something like that, little bit on the bottom of the feet. You could even roll a little bit like on the mattress, kind of where they lay in their crib or something like that, and just get like the aroma of it, or just diffuse it. Okay. The next one is sleepy eyes. So again, owie for ow, snifflies for sniffles. You see, this is very easy. So sleepy eyes. Sleepy eyes, again, another one near and dear to my heart. To any mamas that have kids, you want this. Also, I'm going to note, adults can use this stuff too. It is not just for children at all, okay? All the adults can use this stuff too. I use these oils all the time. So this does set the environment for a very restful night's sleep. I like it. It really does make bedtime go smoother. You can apply sleepy eyes to the back of their neck. You can apply it to their feet, inside of their wrists. You can diffuse it. I diffuse it every single night. It gives a real peaceful, aromatic environment. I usually do 2 to 3 drops of sleepy eyes with 1 to 2 drops of gentle baby. Sometimes I'll do a drop of snifflies if I feel like she needs a little bit of that respiratory support. But my go-to every night is like 2 to 3 of sleepy eyes and 1 to 2 of gentle baby, which is not in our KidScents line. But if you're a mom, especially if you're pregnant or trying to conceive or have a newborn or anything, gentle baby is an amazing, amazing blend. We'll talk more about that another day. So sleepy eyes is very calming. It's great for what, like this slide says, if there's overstimulation or they're really rambunctious, you can use this too. Again, this isn't a medicine, right, guys? This isn't sleeping pills, okay? If you put this on them, they're not going to be like that. There are oils that sometimes that happens with. But my point is just like, don't be afraid to use this for other things. Like if they really need to be calmed down and this is all you have on hand, it will work. I tend to use more like lavender, tranquil. I use Endoflex a lot. It's like the tantrum oil if kids are having issues with that. So you can apply this, inhale it, or diffuse it however you want. These oils are not oils that you would ingest. So these are they're for topical inhalation and diffusing them. Again, roller. Like I said, roller top on all of these. This is great. So for Allie, she gets 1 or 2 drops of this down her spine every night, and it goes in her diffuser. That's how I use it with my daughter. And this one smells really good too. Some people don't love this because a lot of the sleepy oils don't smell great, like valerian and vetiver and stuff like that. People don't love the smell of them. I like it because, again, it's the aromas that bring back memories. Like my daughter, I have been very blessed. She has always been a wonderful sleeper. I think it's because the oils. I mean, my daughter had oils on her the moment she was born. The moment she was born, she was put on my chest. I had oils all over my chest. I had oils in my hand very specifically for that reason. And frankincense and gentle baby went on my daughter. Like, so they're not foreign to her by any means. So it just reminds me of Allie sleeping peacefully to this day, right? The next one is Genius. So this oil is actually, it's not new to my collection, but my daughter's younger, so we haven't done a ton of like studying or that kind of stuff. But I actually started to use it for myself. I started to use it for myself when I was doing my mindset work and stuff like that, and I really fell in love with it. And then I realized, you know what? There's no reason that she can't have some extra focus during the things that she's doing. And she does little bits of homework right now. You know, she's in like a little preschool, nursery school program, and she does do homework. So now when we do homework, she gets a little bit of this either on her hands or on her wrist or something like that. Sometimes we just open it and she'll just smell it first. And then we do our homework. And I find that even at 3 years old, she'll sit down and like write out all her letters or do all her coloring. Or even if we're like doing like games, like she'll sit down and paint for a longer period of time if we use Genius first, because it kind of just relaxes her and like gets her ready, like gets her focused to do whatever task we're doing. I like that because I'm a busy mom. I'm a business owner. I have a very busy practice, and I run multiple businesses out of it. So for me, if I'm in the middle of like cooking dinner or trying to throw on laundry, or sometimes doing something like this, sometimes I'm doing this at home with my daughter and I need her to like kind of stay focused so I can complete my task, this works really well. Now let's take this a step further for the older kids, right? How many people do you know that have children that have problems focusing? I'm not kidding you. I have a hard time finding a fellow mom that doesn't tell me that about their kids this day and age. Many, many kids have problems with this. Now, whether it goes as far as a diagnosis of some sort or not is not my point at all. That doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is that a lot of kids this day and age, phones, media, like all this stuff that's going on, right? Nobody disconnects. The kids don't disconnect. So it's really great for young minds that are focusing and concentrating on things. Give them that extra boost. This would be awesome to throw a roller bottle on top of, a roller top, on top of, and give it to your kids in their backpack, right? Even my daughter at 3 years old, if they haven't been introduced to it yet, it's going to take some time for you to like explain it to them. But my daughter has oils in her backpack at her little preschool all day long, and she uses them. She has one that she uses in the morning so she doesn't get sad when mommy leaves. She has one that she uses that I'll talk about after this oil is the next one that she uses like if maybe her tummy doesn't feel great or something like that. Like we have these as tools. So if you could give this to your child to take to school and use when they feel like they can't focus, or use at home when they feel like they can't focus and there aren't any negative effects to it, how amazing is that? Like this is what these are for. Like the energy of even holding it is pretty impressive, guys. It's a really awesome thing to use. The next oil is Tummy Jize. And you know what's really funny is it's the only oil that I actually forgot to grab out of Allie's room this morning when I was getting everything together, knowing I was doing this class tonight. And it is her favorite oil of every oil. I have a large majority of Young Living's oils, and Tummy Jize is Allie's favorite. She calls it Belly Jize. I don't know why. Probably from when she was little, we said belly. She called it Belly Jize. So she always calls it Belly Jize. And I sometimes, when I'm recommending it to people, sometimes I'm like, oh, you need Belly Jize. And I'm like, I mean Tummy Jize. Like I always call it the wrong thing because Allie calls it Belly Jize. So Belly Jize is for all things, Tummy Jize is for all things tummy, all things stomach related, right? So it quiets down their tummy. It's awesome for digestion. It's specifically formulated for kids. So it's pre-diluted and it's ready for kids. So what that means is like if you were a kid, okay, when Allie was little, she used to have constipation issues. When I started using this oil regularly, they went away. Right? Now listen, there's diet and hydration and a lot of different things that come into play with it. But again, we have this tool that helps this. This is basically for those of you who are well-versed in oils or who are learning into oils. Jize is like our digestive blend that people swear by. It's absolutely incredible for anything to do with your digestive system. Tummy Jize is basically like Jize, a little bit gentler. You know what I mean? For the kids. That's really all it is. But this works great. My sister-in-law, her son is 9 months old now. And I would say around when he was like 2 months old, she started to use this right on the bottom of his feet. She would barely get a drop, maybe like half a drop on her hands. And she would just throw it on the bottom of his feet. And he would have no problem with that when he was transitioning through different things, different formulas, whatever she had going on. And he really helped his digestive system. It's also great for nervous bellies. So sometimes, if Allie has like a little separation anxiety going on, or even at nighttime, this has become a comfort oil of hers. So at nighttime, maybe she doesn't want to go to bed, because she knows mommy's going to be up. She doesn't want to go to sleep yet, whatever it may be. She knows that this is like her comforting oil. It makes her belly feel better. It makes her feel calm. It relaxes her. The oils in it are very grounding, and she loves it for that. So you can apply it right on the belly. I actually like to apply it right over the belly button and just below that. You could put it on the bottom of the feet. Allie will put it on her hands and smell it to calm down for sometimes. She has a connection to this oil. For whatever reason, this oil has kind of been like her thing. It has spearmint, peppermint, tangerine, fennel, anise, ginger, cardamom, and anybody who knows a little bit like about foods or spices, those are all oils. Those are all things that help calm the stomach. Like when you were kids, your moms, grandmas probably gave kids like bay leaf water, fennel water, things like that. Same exact thing for gas and bloating and all that kind of stuff. So Tummy Dries has all those oils combined in it. And again, it's already diluted. You literally pop the white cap off and you're good to go and use it. So that's pretty awesome that they're all ready to go. So Tummy Dries is used very frequently in our home just because for Allie, like that's her go-to, let me grab it and smell it and feel good oil. That one and Joy, those are her two favorites. So next up, so those are our 5 oils. So then next up is our KidScents bath gel. So this is a very safe and gentle soap that cleanses and actually protects for sensitive skin, and it's pH balanced for the children's skin, which helps with sensitivities and stuff like this. I use this a lot. This has been really great. Most of you know my story that I healed Allie's eczema. I really healed it through her diet and through cleaning up her gut, but I really loved knowing that I had products that were formulated with all natural plant-based ingredients with no synthetic perfumes or toxins that I was able to use on her skin and never have to worry if it was going to be like more irritating for what was going on. This one also has lemon and cedarwood in it. Cedarwood's a great sleep oil. It's very relaxing. So this is a great thing to have. I also love the Seedlings shampoo and body wash. It's actually a combination one. It's shampoo and body wash, and that was formulated for the infants. I love them both, and we use them both. The shampoo, very similar to the body wash, right? It's the same kind of thing. It gently cleanses without irritation. There's no synthetic perfumes. And this one has lemon and tangerine oils in it. So it's very like effervescent. It's like happy. Lemon and tangerine are like happiness and sunshine packed into a bottle, right? So that's a great thing to do. Now remember, this doesn't mean that if you give them a nighttime bath and you use this, that they're not going to go to sleep. It just brings about feelings of joy. And who doesn't want their kids smiling when they go to sleep? How nice is that, right? The Sleek toothpaste. This I can't recommend enough, guys. Who doesn't want a toothpaste that's so safe for the kids that you don't have to worry about it and that promotes healthy teeth? There's no fluoride dyes, synthetic colors, no artificial flavors, no preservatives. It's a very light citrus flavor. It's not super minty or overpowering, but it's also not citrus flavored with toxins and fake ingredients. It's citrus flavored with citrus essential oils, right? Which are very good for our teeth. Very, very good for our teeth. And what I love about this is when you're training your kids to brush their teeth and they don't always spit it out, you don't have to freak out. Now listen, I'm not telling you to let your kid eat the SleekScents toothpaste. Like, I understand it's still not supposed to be swallowed in general. But what I'm saying is if she does, I don't have to worry that she's swallowing all these toxins, right? So we love the KidScent Sleek toothpaste. That's a tongue twister. We love that. Like I said, it promotes healthy teeth, no fluoride dyes, synthetic colors. Artificial fluoride is a huge, huge no-no for me and my daughter. The next one is the lotion. I actually really love this. I usually actually keep this in my massage office because it's a very gentle, lighter aroma, but a beautiful aroma. I love the cedarwood and geranium mixture, and I love to use it. I use it on clients' feet and stuff when I'm doing massage, reflexology, things like that. So I use this all over, not just with Allie. This is another great one that I love because she can get it herself. Now, when she was little, it was harder, but now she can do that. Sometimes I'll buy on Amazon like the universal pumps because it doesn't come with like a lotion pump, and I'll throw a pump on it for her. So we love this because it's so easy. Healthy looking skin for children, all ages, that the dry skin in the winter, things like that. We want to keep it moisturized. This is a super safe option for that. So actually, I'm going to go back one more, and I'm going to leave it on KidScents lotion, and I'm going to talk to you guys about a couple other things. You know what, I'll leave it on this so you guys can copy down my information if you're interested in it. That's me and my little girl, Allie, from just a couple weeks ago. We were in Florida, and Long Island Essential Wellness is my business. I am located locally on Main Street in Center Moriches, so if you need to come in for a consult for some type of massage therapy, anything like that, I'm here for that, but I do all virtual consulting too, so you don't have to be local, and I can come to you if you're, in a reasonable distance. So another couple of KidScents things that we use every day, and then we'll finish up because we're almost done. The next thing that I highly recommend everybody get, adults and kids alike, is our KidScents Mighty Pro. Mighty Pro is a pre and probiotic, and it has a synergistic supplement that contains both pre and probiotics formulated with Ningxia wolfberry fiber, which is a naturally occurring prebiotic that passes through the gut and stimulates the growth of beneficial bacteria in the colon. There's over 8 billion live active cultures, and it's formulated for children to support digestive and immune health, which means fewer days missed from school or daycare. Healthy microflora in the gut during the early years of life has widespread and lasting consequences for children's well-being and overall health. Yes, I did just read the back of the package to you. I did so because that's exactly what I want you to understand about this. We all need to be on a probiotic, okay? Life 9 is our regular probiotic for adults. Before Mighty Pro came out, I undid the capsule of Life 9 and sprinkled it in something of Allie's, whether it was her Ningxia Red juice that we drink every day, or sometimes I would put it in like applesauce or something like that. But now we have these. Kids love them. They come in individual little packets, and they're powdered, and most kids compare them to like a pixie stick kind of a thing. You can absolutely stir it into like a little juice or applesauce or something and give it to them that way. But my daughter just opens her mouth and we dump it in, and she loves it. Must have everything. Anxiety, depression, autoimmune, like reoccurring sickness, chronic pain. All of it starts in your gut. If your gut is not healthy, you won't be healthy. The same goes for our kids. Let's help our kids to not have to fix it later. Let's be preventative and proactive with a pre and probiotic as opposed to being reactive when they already have a problem, right? The other two things we use very frequently, aka every day, is KidScents Mighty Vites. Let me see if I can get a good lighting on that. Mighty Vites. Mighty Vites is a full spectrum of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and phytonutrients to deliver a whole food, multi-nutrient to support your child's general health and well-being, okay? So that's what you want. Whole foods, phytonutrients, all those kinds of things, vitamins, minerals. These are awesome. These are wild berry flavor. They're all the same flavor. They're little chewable vitamins, just like that. They're delicious. Allie has no problem taking them. The directions do say children 4 to 12 years of age take 4 chewable tablets daily, can be separated or taken in one daily dose. I've been giving these to Allie for quite a long time. She's not even 4 yet, and she's been taking them for a long time. Again, it's my personal opinion. World according to Melissa, momming according to Melissa. You don't have to take my advice. It does say for children 4 through 12. I've given them to her already. We used to only take 1. Now we take 2. We'll probably eventually take 3 and 4. The next thing that we do are the KidScents Mightyzymes. Enzymes are super important for digestion. Digestion and the gut are synergistic, obviously. The gut health is super important for overall health. My daughter has a strong immune system for a lot of reasons. The biggest one is because she has a healthy gut, right? Same reason why her eczema cleared up. I healed her gut by cleaning up her gut, and now her skin is better, right? So I'll tell you a little bit about this. Let's see. So this says children 6 or older to chew 1 tablet 3 times. Okay, children's 2 to 6 years of age, half a tablet to 1 tablet. You can crush it if needed and mix with yogurt or applesauce. Allie just eats 1. I just give her 1. These ones are little. The vitamins are a little bit bigger, but these ones, I'll show you what they look like. These ones are tiny. So Allie just takes it and chews it up. She likes it. No big deal. Sometimes I'll give her like a little bit of Ningxia Red afterwards because like it's just such a delicious, like flavorful thing. So she just drinks it really quick. And for those of you who don't know what Ningxia Red is, I'll really quickly tell you that and then we're all done. So Ningxia Red is a full spectrum superfood antioxidant drink. It's absolutely delicious. It's packed with incredible fruits, specifically the Ningxia wolfberry. And it's super good for us. It's incredible for your cardiovascular health. It's incredible for your eye health. It's incredible for gut health. It's incredible for your immune system, your hair, skin, nails, eyes, everything you could think of. It is imperative for our children, okay? We are not getting enough nutrients and minerals, generally speaking, these days. And that is a whole nother story for another day about all the craziness that happens with our food. Definitely whole foods first. I've explained that to any of you who have ever worked with me. If you haven't worked with me, that is my first thing. You need to be on whole foods and water. That's what our body recognizes. And Ningxia Red is my like top. If you're going to take a supplement, take Ningxia Red, start there. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you for joining me. I hope you got some information out of this. I'm going to eventually post this recording onto my YouTube channel to refer back to. If you guys need any help, please let me know. This is my passion. This is my purpose in life, is to bring this information to you guys and to show you that there's an easier way. I don't know how people mother and parent without these tools. I really don't. I can name at least probably 3 or 4 times every single day that I grab something from Young Living to support me as a mom, whether it's supporting me or Allie or whatever we're going through. Way more than 5 times a day, honestly. So thank you guys so much for joining. I'm going to have another event on Friday. I'll do a Fresh Start Friday live this Friday. I pretty much do those every Friday, so just keep an eye on Facebook. You can go to Long Island Essential Wellness. That's my Facebook page, and check that out. So I'll have a live video on Friday there. I'm going to try to dual stream, so do an Instagram and Facebook at the same time. We'll see if I can do that. So I'll be doing that on Friday, and then I will be posting some information, so keep your eye out on Wednesday, May 29th, 2019, for if this video is on YouTube and someone's watching this years from now, 2019, we are going to be doing a really awesome intro class in my group, in my team group page, with some of my partners. And what we're asking for is we're asking for your help. We are on a mission, a fierce mission. Okay, it's a movement. And we want you to bring as many people as you can and refer people to us to hear us out and hear what we have to tell you about this amazing world of natural and non-toxic living. Okay, so contact me if you want more information about that. Keep your eye out on the pages. And thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Happy belated Mother's Day to all my moms and my caregivers. And I hope you guys are doing great. And don't forget, you want to grab this stuff because this is really going to impact your life and the life of your kids and really make a big difference. Have an awesome day, guys. Thanks for watching.